Hey, can you keep a secret? Hey everybody, it's Paul from the 125 Roller Coaster Challenge, and today we are finally getting around to one of our most requested videos for 2024, helpful hints for Dorney Park. Now this year we gave some hints when visiting Hershey Park and Knoebels, so it only makes sense for us to share what we have learned about our other home park, Dorney Park. Like the other two parks, we have been going to Dorney for decades, so we picked up a few things to make your trip easier and a lot more fun. So when we were thinking about how to approach this video series, we wanted to make a video that both first-time visitors along with park regulars can enjoy and get something out of. As we start discussing the tips, we're going to let you know if they're for the beginners, the first-time visitors, advanced fans, or Dorney Park experts. We're also going to be adding in a few hidden gems that we find might not be tips, but are definitely things that are worth checking out during your visit. So let's kick this off with the first thing you have to deal with when visiting any amusement park, the parking. Dorney Park has one main entrance in, so as you go down the road and you get that amazing view of Iron Menace, you go to the parking booth. The cost for parking can be as high as $25 to even $50, so the beginning tip is to get a season pass. The basic day for 2025 season pass is $40, which is good for any day. And they also have a fun day bundle for $55, which includes all-day dining, but both of them don't cover the parking. The standard gold pass is currently $125 each, but includes unlimited visits and the free parking you need. If you plan on going more than once, this is definitely worth it. Our intermediate hint with parking depends on what time of the day you go. If you're going to get there in the morning, instead of heading with the crowd as soon as you get into the lot, you turn right towards the huge building with the giant posters. It's the old theater. While you won't be directly in front of the main entrance, by parking in this area, you're actually going to be closer and you're going to have a much shorter walk. This trick can work later in the day also, but you usually have to get there to hunt for the open spot when people leave throughout the day. The final hit would be the Wildwater Kingdom entrance. Now instead of heading into the main parking, you head a little bit farther away from 78 and you're going to see the old entrance in the Wildwater Kingdom. Now there were times when I used to show my pass to them and they would just let me in. While it's not always an option, if it is available, it always gets you a great spot. Now let's get back and talk about the ticketing. The beginning tip is to always get a season pass over a daily pass. Why limit yourself all season for a $40 to $50 difference? Especially when we're talking about what is our intermediate hint, which is the payment plans. In the past, you had to pay everything up front, but Dorney and the old Cedar Fair chain parks give you a monthly option. So instead of $125 out of your pocket right away for the gold pass, you can have 4 payments of $22.50. Now, if you want to save some more money, you can get their silver pass for $99 a year or 4 payments of $16.50. You still get the free parking, but you're going to lose the Halloween haunt season, which we highly recommend going to. Now, another hint is if you have children from 3 to 5 years old, they have the pre-K pass for this. Now, wait for it. You know how much it costs? It's absolutely free. So to get this pass, you actually have to prove the child's age. So you have to bring a birth certificate or passport when you buy it. Now, our expert hint has to do with the add-ons. And this year, it's going to get a little tricky. While we're going to discuss the dining and the drink plans when we get to the food section, there is some unique add-ons offered at Dorney Park. First of all, you can get a seasonal locker pass for $135. So if you like to venture into Wildwater Kingdom all by yourself all season, this is a great way to save money on the lockers. They also have a seasonal fast pass for Dorney Park, which is a $275 add-on. But for $999, you can get all the Cedar Fair Fast Lane Pass. Yep, for $1,000, I'm going to round up here, you can walk on all the rides at the Legacy Cedar Fair parks. Now this part is very important. As you know by now, Six Flags and Cedar Fair have merged, so this pass will only work at Kings Island, Knott's Berry's Farm, and of course, Cedar Point, but not Six Flags Great Adventure, Darien Lake, or Magic Mountain. If you plan on visiting a lot of parks and riding a lot of coasters this summer, this is an option, but personally, we don't recommend it. Now, what we do recommend is their all-park add-on. Now, currently, it's only an $80 add-on as we write this video, and this will allow you entrance to both Cedar Fair parks, and after January 6, 2025, it will include all the Six Flags parks as well. Now, if you're local to Dorney Park, this is a must since Six Flags Great Adventure is about an hour away. Now, there is additional charges if you want to have your dining plan carry over, but for someone like myself, this will save me hundreds of dollars a year. Okay, we are done with all the math. Now let's get into the park, and we gotta start with the rides. A beginning hint is if you're planning on hitting the water park, Wildwater Kingdom, the first thing you have to do is stake your claim. Now head right into the water park and find your chairs for the day. Now, a hint that we use is we usually head over to Lollipop Lagoon if we have the kids with us. But if I'm going solo, I head out to the original wave pool in the back of the park. There's always a lot of chairs there, and you can always use the side lawn with just a blanket. Now, our intermediate hint is very simple. Reverse the flow. Come on, you know people hit the water park in the heat of the day from noon to 4 o'clock, but if the water park is packed, why not head into the dry park, actually Dorney Park? When we go, we hit the water park the first hour, and then when it starts to get crowded, then we head into Dorney Park and spend a few hours there. And then we head back to the water park around 4 o'clock. At this point, people are either leaving or they're heading into Dorney Park after spending the day at Wildwater Kingdom. For us, we ride these slides until the park closes. Now, we use this plan forever and have a lot of walk-on rides on Talon while marathoning the water slides at 7 p.m. Now, our expert hint when it comes to the rides is very simple. Hit the big rides early, the other rides later. Now, having Iron Menace open this past year, we always headed straight there right away. We usually got 3 to 4 rides on this coaster before the crowds arrive. Then we would take off for Steel Force, Possessed, and by seeing where the crowds are, you can jump around throughout the day. Now for some gems. Now, we're not going to be talking about the coasters because all of them, especially Talon, Grip of Fear, are very solid rides. We will let you know that Demon Drop is one of a kind, so you need to get on it when you can. You never know when your last ride will truly be your last ride. We also enjoy Apollo, which is another unique ride that you don't see at many other parks. Now let's talk about the water park. Our favorite slides are the Jumpin' Jack Splash, which are true body slides, while the Patriot Plunge slides keep you flying out of your tube the entire time. Now, there are going to be some upgrades to slides coming in 2025. Finally, if you have kids, the Planet Snoopy section of this park is perfect. Actually, one of the better kids areas that we have ever seen. Kids can have fun all day long with shows, rides, food, and of course some more fun. Talking about food, let's get into it. Now, the beginning hint is all about the dining passes. They offer a single meal, all-day dining, and all-day premium pass plans, which at the time of this video, the prices have not gone up. Now, we suggest skip all these daily options and just go right into the seasonal dining plan for $110. Here you can get a meal 2 times a day, 90 minutes apart. Now, this works for any food location and is definitely worth the money. Our intermediate hint has more to do with the drink plan, where you can get unlimited refills every 15 minutes for $34.99. Now, this is a no-brainer, but what we like and recommend is do not get the drink bottle. Go for the throwaway cup options. Now, why do we do this? Now, we can't be the only ones who head out to an amusement park and forget their drink bottle. With this option, all you have to do is show your pass, you get your drink, and you can walk into the ride and enjoy the beverage until it's time to ride, and then just throw away the cup. No losing bottles and no dragging them around all day long. Now, our expert hint has to do with food locations. While you have great locations like Chickies and Pete's, Coasters Drive-In, and the new Whitewater Tavern, the Tidal Wave Cafe in Wildwater Kingdom stands out. Now, this location gives you the brand new meal system that you start seeing at numerous Cedar Fair locations, where you pick a main meal, a side, and even desserts. It is fast and easy and has great options like fried shrimp, house smoked pulled pork, rotisserie chicken, and a create your own mac and cheese bowl. This is the highlight restaurant at Dorney Park. Now, 2 hidden gems include Schooner's Cove Bar, which is also in Wildwater Kingdom, where you can enjoy specialty cocktails, beer, wine, and frozen drinks. The Iron Mill Grill and Bar opened in 2024, along with the Still Works section of the park, and specializes in flatbread pizza and the amazing deep-fried tasty cake crumpets. When it comes to games, merch, and shows, Dorney has that covered big time. The beginning hint has to do with shows, and it has to do with their 2 daily show areas. The Peanuts Showplace is right in the middle of all the action of Planet Snoopy and showcase the Peanut Gang all year round. Right across from the Burger Barn and Thunder Creek Mountain is the Center Theater, with shows all season long, and this has to be the most comfortable seats of any theater we've ever seen. Our intermediate hint has to do with games and their great arcade located right outside Talon's entrance. Now, there are also carnival games throughout the parks, with some new additions in the Steelworks section of the park. Our expert hint has to do with all the amazing merch they create every year for Dorney Park. And to find it all, you just have to visit the main store right by the exit. Here you're going to find peanuts, roller coasters, Dorney Park specific, and of course, our personal favorite, fresh fudge. Finally, let's talk about some last minute hints that make your day amazing. While we are not huge water park fans, we could not recommend Wildwater Kingdom more. This water park is one of the best that we have ever visited, and no matter what your pleasure is, this park has it. It has 2 wave pools, 2 lazy rivers, a splash zone, and 2 great kids areas. Give this water park a day, and you're going to be a fan for life. Now, it is no secret that this park never got the same amount of love that others in the old Cedar Fair chain get. Looking at you, Cedar Point, Knott's Berry, Kings Island, and Kings Dominion. It has always been a solid park, but never got the huge investments. Well, with the addition of Steelworks, we hope this kicks off more investments into Dorney because they really have a lot of potential. And finally, the addition of Six Flags Great Adventure into the mix and the huge investments going into that park, it makes sense to spend a weekend in this area and enjoy both parks to their fullest. So what are the hints and gems that you have for Dorney Park? What did we miss? Let us know in the comments section, and thanks for watching. And we can't wait to see you in the queue in 2025.